Hey, how's it going, do-it-yourselfers? Today we're going to put this guy to the test.
And by this guy, I mean Lucas Transmission Fix. And as it says on the sticker, it's supposed to stop leaks and hard shifting, as well as fixing a slipping transmission.
And that's great news because this 2003 Chrysler Pt Cruiser has all of those symptoms.
Now, to be accurate, the transmission on this car runs okay when the car is cold, but once you start driving after 10 to 15 minutes, it starts slipping and also having very hard shifts. Now, if you have these symptoms on your car, the first thing you should do though is to check the fluid level of your transmission and also the condition of the transmission fluid. Now on this car, the owner has already replaced the transmission fluid, so the fluid that we see on here is going to be really nice, clean transmission fluid, plus it's up to the proper level. But if you're low on transmission fluid, then those symptoms can occur. Also, if your transmission fluid is really dark and also smells kind of funny, then that could be a sign that your transmission is having internal problems.
Now let's go on a test drive so you guys can see the symptoms for yourself.
I should also mention that there's a whining noise coming from our transmission once it's properly warmed up, so just wanted to get this shot so you guys can hear the engine while it's just after a cold start. Alright, so just got out of the shop and drove 2 miles and it already started acting up. As you can see, the car is in park, but when I try to accelerate, this is what happens. Whoa! Pretty sure you guys felt that too. But then once it's in gear, you can drive, but then it's delayed shifting and all sorts of other transmission issues that hopefully I can show you without getting into an accident. We'll see. You guys can actually hear the pump too.
And here's the whining noise I was telling you guys about. It's not doing it at idle, but if I give it a little gas, you guys can hear it. Now that whining noise is coming from our transmission fluid pump, but that noise is very similar to a bad power steering pump. Now the way you can differentiate is to start the car and then you turn the steering wheel back and forth. If the noise comes back only when you're turning the steering wheel back and forth, then it's probably your power steering pump. But if it goes up and down with RPM only, then it's more than likely your transmission fluid pump going bad, or it could also mean that you're low on transmission fluid. See, on this car, we can hear the noise when we turn the steering wheel back and forth, so we're pretty sure it's our transmission fluid pump.
Alright, let's add this to our transmission, see if it makes a difference. Now the directions at the back of this bottle says to add it to a warm and idling engine, but also make sure that you have enough room inside your transmission. If you have to, take out some transmission fluid before you start adding this so you don't overfill your transmission.
Also, this stuff is pretty thick and gooey, you gotta be patient with it.
Next, we'll just wait 5 to 10 minutes, making sure it circulates throughout the transmission.
Alright, so in about 10 minutes, let's go for our test drive. Maybe we won't go on a test drive.
Alright, we've kind of already failed on the test drive, but let's go on the test drive anyway, see if we at least made any improvements. Still definitely hear the pump. Oh, it's slipping big time right now. Oh well. Just hoping for a miracle. It didn't happen. Alright, let's test it again from a dead stop. There's our transmission in drive. Gonna step on the gas. Oh man, kicked again. Slightly less kick than before, but still.
There you have it, folks. In our case, Lucas Oil was not able to help the badly worn transmission we got on this Chrysler Pt Cruiser. But I'll say this though, if you have a transmission that's not clearly bad, or in other words, the internal components are okay, it's just maybe slightly worn, as in maybe it's not shifting as smooth as it used to, or it's got a hard shift between one gear to the other. I've had decent success using this, especially on American-made vehicles. But you add this to your transmission at your own risk, regardless of make and model. Especially if you have a newer car or maybe a German-made vehicle, I would be very careful using this on those cars. And that should do it. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up, even though the Lucas transmission fix gets a bit of a thumbs down. And subscribe if you want to see more like it. And you may also want to consider checking out some of my other videos. I'll put them up on the screen as video links so you can just click on it. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.